The Western Conference is home to ugly rivalries, undefeatable dynasties, and unforgettable Game 7s. Let's relive the best moments in the Western Conference Finals, starting with number 10. NBA officials win a game for the Lakers. Even though the Kings were poised to win the series, all the stars were aligned for the Lakers, as the officials could not stop making bad calls, one after the other, in favor of the Lakers. The officiating was so awful that Game 6 became known as the most rigged game in NBA history. At one point, Kobe Bryant straight up punched Mike Bibby with 13 seconds remaining, and the referees never called the foul. Several of the Kings players were fouling out of the game for little to no reason, and yet the Kings still managed to hold the lead. But in the end, the Lakers managed to win the game and embarrassingly move on to Game 7. Number 9, Dirk Nowitzki overpowers a super team of Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. The Thunders had a 12-point lead as Kevin Durant hit a clutch three-pointer to put the Thunders up by 15 points. But Dirk Nowitzki responded by landing the craziest shots, followed by a number of important free throws. It felt as if Dirk finally entered the zone as he stopped using proper form and just scored using the wildest of shots. The Thunders failed to score for what felt like forever as the Mavs continued racking up point after point. In the end, with just 6 seconds left, Dirk managed to tie the score with the most tense free throws of the game and successfully send the game into overtime. Fortunately, Jason Kidd's sublime free throws, followed by a brilliant three-pointer, sealed the win for the Dallas Mavericks. Number 8, James Harden evolves from a bench warmer to a superstar in the making. James Harden, who was a young guard for the Oklahoma City Thunder, delivered a scoring masterpiece combined with a clutch fourth-quarter performance for the Thunders. Harden was on fire from the very first minute, displaying his ability to get to the rim and draw fouls, while also knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He finished the game with 30 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, shooting an efficient 11 of 19 from the field and a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Harden's best play of the night came in the third quarter when taking on 3 defenders and still managed to land the tough floater. Thanks to his performance, Harden would go on to win the 6th Man of the Year award. Number 7, the birth of the legendary Game 6. Klay Thompson's performance was nothing short of heroic. He hit contested shot after contested shot, silencing the Thunder fans time and time again. But Thompson's heroics weren't limited to his shooting. He also played stellar defense, hounding Kevin Durant all game long and preventing him from getting into a rhythm. Thompson's 11 three-pointers in Game 6 were not only a playoff record, but also a testament to his incredible shooting ability. His stroke was so pure and confident that he seemed to be shooting with his eyes closed at times, as if he knew every shot was going in before it even left his hand. His best play in the game was definitely the much-needed three-pointer to give the Warriors the lead with only a minute left in the game. Number 6, the Thunders defy all odds and come back from a 3-2 deficit. The Thunder got off to a hot start, scoring 32 points in the first quarter, while the Spurs struggled to find their rhythm on offense. Kevin Durant led the way for the Thunder with 34 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists. He was unstoppable in the second half, scoring 20 points and making several clutch baskets down the stretch to seal the victory for the Thunder. The Thunders would have lost this series if Durant hadn't been able to easily get past Tim Duncan, who was touted as the best defender of all time. But Durant brushed past him anyway, while Russell Westbrook also had a big game with 25 points and 8 rebounds. The Spurs went on to lose that series even though they won the first 2 games back-to-back. At number 5, Durant carries the Warriors from the brink of defeat. There were so many great moments in the series, but the one that stands out the most is the heroic performance of the Grim Reaper in Game 7. Going into the game, both teams were tied 3-3 and the pressure was on. The Rockets were determined to stop Durant, throwing double teams and traps his way, but to no avail. The defining moment of the game came in the fourth quarter when Durant hit a dagger three-pointer to put the Warriors up by 11 points. The Warriors went on to win the game 101-92, and Durant finished with 34 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. It was a performance for the ages as he put the team on his back and carried them to victory. Number 4, Devin Booker puts the world on notice. Booker's performance was nothing short of spectacular. He was efficient from the field, shooting 15 of 29 and knocking down three-pointers from the top of the key. But it wasn't just Booker's scoring that made him stand out in Game 1. He also contributed in other areas of the game, dishing out 13 assists and grabbing just one shy of a triple-double with 8 rebounds. Booker's playmaking ability was on full display as he found open teammates for easy baskets and kept the Clippers' defense guessing with his passing. Booker's intensity and determination were also evident throughout the game. He played with a sense of urgency and was not afraid to take on the Clippers' defense head-on. Perhaps the most impressive aspect of Booker's performance in Game 1 was his ability to make clutch plays when his team needed them the most. Number 3, Ron Artest defines his legacy. Game 5 was a tightly contested matchup, with both teams trading leads throughout the game. With only seconds remaining, the score was tied at 101 points each. The Lakers had possession of the ball, and Bryant tried to score a 3 but missed. Luckily, Ron grabbed the offensive rebound and was able to drain the jumper and thus win the series for the Lakers. The Staples Center erupted in celebration as the Lakers fans realized that they had just witnessed a magical moment. Artest, who had struggled throughout the series, had just hit the biggest shot of his career. It was a shot that would secure the Lakers' victory and send them to the NBA Finals for the 3rd consecutive year. Number 2, the Rockets missed 27 straight threes in Game 7 against the Warriors in 2018. The Rockets could not stop struggling throughout the game. They missed key shots, including a number of open looks from the top of the key, which is usually one of their strengths. James Harden had a particularly bad night shooting the ball, going just 12 for 29 from the field and 2 of 13 from three-point range. Chris Paul, the Rockets' other superstar, also had a poor shooting night, going 3 of 14 from the field and 0 of 6 from beyond the arc. As a team, the Rockets shot just 7 of 44 from three-point range, which was a major factor in their defeat. The Warriors' defense had pulled off a miracle by completely shutting down the Rockets. Number 1, the Lakers overcome a 15-point deficit in the fourth quarter of Game 7 against the Trailblazers. At the start of the fourth quarter, the Trailblazers held a commanding 73-58 lead and looked destined to win the series. Kobe fueled the Lakers' comeback with a three-pointer early in the fourth quarter, igniting the team and the crowd. But the lead wouldn't have been narrowed down if Shaq was unable to beautifully dominate the paint and bully Sabonis. After a number of mishaps from the Trailblazers, the Lakers successfully tied the score, and then came the play of the game with less than a minute on the clock. Kobe Bryant's infamous alley-oop to Shaq marked the end of the series, as the Lakers managed to close down a 15-point lead and, in the end, finished the game with a 5-point lead of their own. So there you have it. Thanks a bunch for watching. Be sure to leave a comment, and before you leave, why not like and subscribe? We'll see you next time.